I'm here today to share with you my testimony about how I received my salvation and how I entered into the kingdom of God by way of injury. And it all started when I was in the 9th grade. I was playing basketball, JV basketball at that, and went up for a layup and got pushed me from behind, and I came down on my left knee. I came down on my left leg and I tore my ACL, so I had a real serious knee injury. And the doctor was telling me, you know, this injury is worse than a broken bone. So I had the surgery in March '05. Rehab for about five and a half months, 6 months, something like that. Came back for the next football season, my sophomore year in high school, and I tore it again about mid-season, about the 5th game of the season. I tore this leg up again, the same knee, same injury, and but this time it was different. It was so intense till I decided to quit playing sports altogether. Before I got saved, I was one of those guys who loved cars, loved the music in cars, loved the big speakers and stuff, and so I was gonna go into selling drugs to get those things, and which were material things which I didn't need, but I didn't see it then. So I talked to one of my guys at my local high school, and asked him, like, I was like, man, well, you know, is there any opportunity I have to make a little money, you know, with one of your guys so I can, you know, hook my car up? And he said, yeah, man, I'll put you on one of my guys, man. I'll talk to him for you. God knew that he wanted me to be an ambassador for his kingdom. At that moment in time, I was at a basketball game, and I was watching those guys play, and I was bitter inside. So after the game, I was standing up under the goal, just looking up at the rim. I felt a tap on my shoulder, and I turned around, and he's about 4'11", 5 feet tall. It was our team chaplain when I was in high school, and he said, Jason, have you ever been saved? And I said, no, sir. And he said, would you like to be? I said, well, I'll be more than happy. And a couple of days after that, I received my salvation, and I accepted the Lord. I confessed with my mouth, and I believed with my heart. And ever since then, I've been flourishing in the Lord. And the next day, well, the next season, actually, I started back playing football after rehabbing for 11 months. And I got to a place in my life where I was just like, man, God is, this is no joke. Like, God is really real. And you know, sometimes we doubt because we don't see God, but that's why we have to walk by faith and not by sight. So the next season, I put up some supernatural stats, some God-sized stats that didn't never look like I had two ACL surgeries on my left knee, and started getting recruited by schools and everything, and ended up here at Ole Miss with a Division I scholarship with, you know, on scholarship, just playing basically 2 full seasons of my high school career. That's only 50%. But God is really showing me that you can, you know, no matter what happens, like, you can, if you trust in me, like, all things will be put to death. Even those knee injuries will be put to death. So, so right now, when I touch the field, whether I'm in the weight room, whether I'm in the film room, whether I'm running or doing whatever I do, I want to do it as worship, because I look at, you know, some of my teammates who's injured now, who's been injured, and I understand, like, where they've been. No matter what happens, like, always turn to the Lord. Don't run from him. David was a man who didn't run from God. When he messed up, he ran to God. And y'all can be those little Davids out there. We can all be those little Davids. But just want to give you a verse. Jeremiah 29:11 says, for I know the plans I have for you, gives you a hope, a future with a hope. And that's the encouragement that I take every day to the field, on and off the field. I pray before I go out, and I pray when I come back, whether I have a good practice or bad practice. So I just want to encourage you guys out there to worship God in all that you do, and make sure, like, you know, if you're not submitted to him, submit your life to him, give your life to him, man. And you can do it as a college athlete at the same time. God bless.